Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll start to explore what qualitative research is by looking at some items that can be qualitative data. I'll also talk a little bit about the difference between data and methods. One of the good things about qualitative research is that you're not constrained to one type of data. In fact, perhaps the first lesson we should remember is that there are various types of qualitative data. This variability can make things more interesting for researchers. It also allows us to explore a wide range of topics, sometimes in novel ways. While there is a variety in the types of data we can use, most qualitative research projects are limited to using either a few or even just one type of data. In a similar way, many qualitative researchers usually work with and develop expertise around only a few types of qualitative data. For example, I've been doing qualitative research for over 20 years, and I mostly work with the same 2 or 3 types of data for most projects. Perhaps the type of data that first comes to mind when people think about qualitative research are interviews. And it is true that interviews are a common method of creating data within qualitative research. The data itself, however, is more likely to be in the form of an audio or video recording of the interview. While some authors talk about qualitative research exploring people's experiences, all the examples of qualitative data that I'll present consist of physical objects or items such as audio files. Within a research project, there are methods, like interviews, that we can use to create items, for example, audio recordings. In other words, our research methods can produce data. The actual data, in this case an audio recording of an interview, is the object or item that can be analyzed within the project. To keep things clear, you can always think of data as being something that you can share with someone else, maybe a member of your research team. Although it's great to have an audio or video recording of an interview or an event, when it comes to analyzing this data, it can be cumbersome going back and forth over a recording. Another common type of qualitative data is the written transcript of your recording. While you can think of a transcript as just a direct copy of what was said, a transcript should be seen as a unique type of data. Next to being in a different format, there are a lot of choices that must be made when transcribing that can lead two researchers to develop different transcripts, even if they're basing their transcriptions on the same recording. Qualitative researchers can also use existing writing, text, or documents. These documents can include reports, diaries, letters. In fact, most written material can become qualitative data. As technology develops, it's not surprising that qualitative researchers have followed closely behind. For example, researchers have conducted studies analyzing people's text messages, discussion posts, and emails. Qualitative research is not limited just to text. Visual images, like photographs, often provide a unique perspective on someone's experience, the environment they live in, or the meanings they attribute to things. Social media posts can also be analyzed to gain further insights into a person's thinking or social trends. Objects that have been created by people, whether they are intended to be pieces of art or developed for some more mundane purpose, can be analyzed as qualitative research too. Finally, once you actually start conducting your qualitative research, you as a researcher should take notes about your initial findings or thoughts that you have about your subject matter throughout the project. These notes, which are sometimes referred to as research memos, may even be reflections about how you personally have changed through the process of engaging in a project. These notes are another important type of item that you can bring into the analysis. They may even be a source of surprising or novel insights about your subject matter or you as a researcher. This is not an exclusive list of the type of items that can be analyzed within a qualitative research project, but it does include the most common examples. Now that we have a better sense of what types of items can be qualitative data, in the next video, we'll look at its place in the world.